The Hallmark Hunks Got Talent.
I am honored to be here with Jonathan Bennett. In Mean Girls, Jonathan was the high school heartthrob. On Hallmark, he's more like the high school principal.
Romance Recap is breaking down Season 2, Episode 4 of Hallmark Channel's Finding Mr. Christmas, a reality competition show in which aspiring male actors compete for a starring role in a Hallmark holiday movie, hosted by Jonathan Bennett, Hallmark actor, and Aaron Samuels from 2004 movie Mean Girls.
That is so fetch.
I am Liz Donatelli.
And I'm Tiffany Current.
Be sure to subscribe to Reader Seeks Romance channel so that you don't miss new episodes of Romance Recap on YouTube and all podcast apps. As I said off camera, Tiffany, I only took 2 notes, and one of them is Poor Angel, and the other thing is...
Poor Angel, interesting, okay.
Yeah, and I know we're going to discuss it because this refers to the opening.
Okay, yeah.
And Jonathan, I wrote down the quote, "I'm running on candy canes and excitement." So now we know that he isn't snorting sugar, as suspected previously, but it's candy canes and excitement.
Are you guys ready to start? Because I am running on candy canes and excitement right now.
All the other notes are in my head and will be unlocked as you speak.
Dun, dun, dun. I thought this episode was a lot of fun.
Yeah.
I found myself smiling throughout. I laughed a lot when they got to the competition. I really enjoyed Angel in this episode a lot. Gabe actually grew on me. This is the first time I was like, you know what? He's growing on me. It took me a long time. I liked this episode. I thought it was fun.
It was a super fun episode.
Yeah.
Angel, it opens with Angel saying, "Oh, I haven't won anything." So I was like, oh, this is a foreshadowing. He's going to win something. I thought it was super fun. I thought there was some interesting reveals.
Yeah.
That we could discuss later. And you know what? I did not feel as close to Gabe in this episode.
This is the first, because to me, it started with, I thought Craig was kind of a douche. It started with Craig saying, Gabe, you've been in the bottom 3 again. And I was like, Craig, back off, dude. So I felt bad for him. I think it was like, I felt bad for him and I saw him trying, but Gabe handled it very well whenever Craig said that. But he grew on me. He grew on me this episode. Didn't matter.
I feel as if
by the end.
Right. I feel as if Craig has been directed by the producers to be not the villain, but as close to a villain as you could get on this show, because they have him kind of like stir stuff up. He always seems to be the one making comments or asking questions that almost sound like backhanded compliments.
A slight dig, a slight little poke. And I think they know that's his role, because Gabe was like, "Oh, so you're making breakfast today? Okay." So there's clearly something happening there. I will say, we start off, there's a festive face-off. Jonathan looked very tan. I don't know if you noticed that, but I
didn't.
He looked very tan. And there were so many puns specifically for this competition, but it's about like a race where they had to maybe slide down a hill, run back up the hill, put candy canes in a coffee mug or something or other. It was kind of ridiculous, but fantastic.
It was a little unhinged. And I don't understand why, there was a lot of different approaches to getting down this fake icy, I don't know, mountain or hill.
I know, it's strange.
Why didn't they just crouch down and as if they're skiing and just slide, just go with it?
I don't know. At some point, someone takes the butt down. I'm like, good, you should be. Why are you guys trying to run down this hill? Why don't you going chest first? It was very confusing to me. Can I just say some of the puns that I heard was it's a snow down, peppermint to my hot cocoa, slide all the way. There's so many puns that I was like, what? And what was the cream? Was it shaving cream? What was the mountain made out of? I think maybe shaving cream. I don't know.
Oh, really? I thought it was just fake snow. So I figured it was slippery.
Felt because it was on their clothing.
Oh, like cooking spray? You think they sprayed it down with cooking spray or something?
It was very strange. I was cracking up because watching them struggle get
Yeah.
up the hill was hilarious. And at one
Yeah.
point, Marcus is like, he's like, I don't do cardio. I don't do cardio. And he couldn't make it up the hill, up the hill. It was cracking me up.
I don't like looking at them as these bumbling
Oh, you don't like the struggle.
people. Yeah, I don't
Okay.
like seeing them like, "Ooh," like almost like slip on a banana peel, Bugs Bunny
Yeah,
cartoon type of stuff. And I understand why they do it
yeah.
for the show's purpose, but I personally don't like looking because it's like, come on, guys, like you should be able to figure this
It's not
out. Like
sexy. Yeah, it's
it's
not
not,
sexy.
yes, it's not, it takes you out of it took me out of it. Took me out of the show
I
because I'm like, I'm not
I
interested
loved
in that.
it. I thought it was funny. I found it to be hilarious. Long story short, somehow we have Angel wins. He comes up at the very last minute and he managed to finally win a competition. He's super excited. They don't reveal at the time what he's won. But I was super excited for him. It was
I
nice.
I was too. I kind of expected it given how it opened with him saying
Yeah.
he was the only one who hadn't won anything. And we're going to talk about it later, but the advantage he gets had to be the best
Yeah.
advantage so far. I thought
Shocking.
it was really I thought it was really great. Like
Yeah, it was.
I thought it was very deep and an emotional advantage. It was like someone really
They thought
was
about it.
testing him too. They were really testing him.
They said, "Is he Mr. Christmas?"
Yeah.
So let's get to it. We discover that the competition this time is going to be a
Yeah.
talent show. They all have to
Yes.
show their talent. What I found so funny is like the guys were like, "But what's my talent?" None of them knew what to do. Davey was really unsure. He's like, "I don't really have a talent. I work out and I model." And I was like, "Okay,
So then I was like, now I kind of feel closer to Davey because he's,
oh, interesting."
yeah,
He was
like, and I
subconscious.
felt really close to him later when I saw his talent because I thought it was spot on.
So let's get to the actual talent. We had Craig once again.
You called it.
I like when you're doing a rap or something or other, a silly rap, and it's like, for Mr. Christmas, I don't want a silly rap. I want something, I don't know, it could be fun, but it's not so jokey. It just wasn't
Yeah.
very serious for
Yeah.
me.
You said that in the last
Yeah.
episode. You're like, what is Greg like rap? And you were
Yeah.
right.
He did. What I actually really liked Marcus. Marcus did a magic trick.
Yeah.
He's wearing a cape. A girl came up. She had to pick a card. It was very, I wrote down lots of drama. There's lots of drama to make sure, like, I'm like, is he gonna get the card? It went on for a long time, this card trick.
They focused a little too long on it
Crazy.
because they were
Yeah.
talking to indivial guys
Yeah.
about the behind the scenes of Marcus hadn't been getting the
Yeah.
magic trick right. Who was it? Craig who was like, "Oh, I don't know if he's going to be able to do it." Was it Craig?
I don't remember which one said it, but one of them had said they'd been watching him at home and like, he didn't get it right this time. I hope this. And they're like, guys,
Yeah,
he gets it right.
he does.
He answered the question well. Like if he were to win the lottery, he'd call his mom first. And I thought that's all these men love their love their moms.
They love their
I
moms
don't
and their
know.
partners.
And
Yeah.
their partners.
Yeah.
Let's talk about Robbie.
Oh
Let's
my
talk about
God.
Robbie.
Oh my God. I
Yeah.
Robbie, man, did he touched a part of me I didn't know existed.
Before we get to the part that he touched, he did stand-up comedy.
One of my favorite holiday traditions is the food, right? In November, I'm finding Mr. Christmas. But by January, I'm finding my elastic waistband.
He was actually really good. I thought that was a bold choice to do stand-up comedy and make fun of Jonathan, the host. I thought he did a good job. That's
I
tough to do.
Very tough. He went into it with some savvy. I mean, he must
Yeah.
have done something like that before because
Yeah.
he came to it with a little bit of, I don't know, he had confidence that I
He had
had not seen
confidence.
in him before.
Yeah. He's like,
Now,
oh, I can do this. I was like, oh, wow, he
yeah.
can do comedy. Cool.
And he made these jokes roasting Jonathan.
In Mean Girls, Jonathan was the high school heartthrob. On Hallmark, he's more like the high school principal.
Do you think he wrote those jokes or were they given to him?
I don't know. I don't know, but he delivered them well.
He did deliver them well.
Whether he wrote them or not, he delivered them well. And we finally got down to the question of what was one moment that you could redo? And he told this heartbreaking story.
Yeah, where his mother had, I believe, a minor heart
Yeah.
attack, called him to let him know, and he said, I'll come and visit. Like, let me go, And she's like,
Yeah.
no, it's not a big deal. Like, everything's okay. And then a week later, she fell into a coma.
And never
And
woke up and died.
yeah, and she never he never and Robbie never got to visit her and say goodbye. And boy, and then he was talking about, when you lose a parent, and it
Yeah,
touched me personally, and I was just like, wow, Robbie.
that was
And
deep.
the two judges, so they had two women who
Yeah.
are super fans, and I don't know
Hallmark super
how did
fans.
they pick the super fans?
You're like, how can I apply? I don't know how they pick them. I was surprised as well. I'm like, I'd like that job, please.
Oh my God, that'd
I'll
be so
take it.
awesome. Yeah. And they asked really good questions, and
They did.
they really responded well to Robbie's answer.
It was a
Yeah,
beautiful, all the guys responded well to it. Like all the guys were like crying. I was crying. It was
yeah,
such a honest, authentic answer, and you could tell
yeah,
that he meant it. And it was very sweet. It
yeah.
was very sweet.
Craig's answer was flat, as I expected,
His was
because Craig is not plumbing the emotional depths
no, he
necessary.
isn't. He isn't. We had Rustin, of course, who did a song, but his answer was just okay. Then we had Angel, and I think Angel was just, I wrote down, he's just joyful. He's just joyful. When he
Yeah.
gets up there, he smiles, he did a dance. He just was so happy, and he makes me smile. Angel makes me
He is.
smile.
He is pure joy, and I hope that if he doesn't become Mr.
Yeah.
Christmas, I hope there's an opportunity for him out there,
Yes.
because just watching him, or even if he does like a podcast, just listen to him. He's so joyful, and he pulled
Yeah.
someone out of the audience to dance with, correct? And he
Correct.
kind of
Yep.
gave like a mini dance lesson. And you know what? Maybe he should just open up a dance studio and
He
give dance
could.
lessons.
People would join. We had Gabe did a weird puzzle thing, like he did like a
Well,
Rubik's
it's a Rubik's
Cube.
Cube, but they kept not calling it Rubik's Cube. Is that
Yeah, they
because it's
called it
like
something else. Maybe
trademarked or
it's
something?
must be because I was like, isn't that a Rubik's Cube? On like a skateboard. And then finally we had Davey. Davey came
Yeah,
up
he brought
and
it.
he brought it. He's like, I'm gonna do exercise. He rips off his clothes. He's wearing this really tight red outfit. And I was looking and I'm like, is he wearing something underneath that? Because those shorts were very short. They
They were
were
very short,
very
and they
short.
were pulled high. I thought that
Yeah,
maybe you'd see a little bit of ball
that's why I looked.
come
Oh
out.
That's
my.
what
Yeah.
I looked. And then he started doing this jumping around, and I was like, this man has serious thigh muscles. What I loved about this is they cut to Angel, and he's just like, he understood the assignment. And I
Yes,
was
yes,
like, yes, yes, Angel.
he
He did. It
did.
was so funny. I was like, good for you, Angel. Angel
Yeah.
cracked me up.
I thought the best performances with those that involved the audience.
Yes, I
Um,
agree.
so Robbie interacting with the audience through stand up, Angel dancing with an audience member, and then Davey pulling up someone from the audience and
Yeah.
going through these kind of fun Christmas exercises,
Yeah,
and then
yeah.
he's stripping down all that. So I thought that those were the three of them were the best. Interesting. Were you
Yeah.
shocked to learn that Rustin was married?
Yes. I totally thought he was single, so that was surprising. And I'm like, okay. Um, I don't know, just he was okay for me. I thought he was actually just okay this time around. Like he wasn't great in my opinion.
Well, again, like he's doing this, playing this song that I think he
Yeah.
wrote for his wife, and that's
Yeah.
all well and good. But when you have to connect with a female audience,
Yes.
um, if in a competition like this, I feel like you need to be outward. You should be projecting the love
Yes.
outward, as opposed to
To the
just talking about how
audience.
much you love your wife, which is great. But save that for America's
Your
Got
wife,
Talent. I
apparently.
don't know.
Yeah.
What'd you say?
But I said for your wife, but not for us
Right, right.
watching.
Like that almost seemed like a little too personal. It's like, oh, okay,
Yeah.
no
It was
thanks.
it was okay. So the competition ends, and that's when we learn that Angel has an immunity. And the immunity, well, that's the thing. The winning thing is that he get his immunity, which is shocking. I've never seen something like this recently where they give them an immunity to not get kicked
Right.
off the show, but he
Yeah.
can either keep it or give it to someone else. And I was thinking, like, man, you better keep it. Like, I'm a selfish person. I keep it for myself.
Okay, so you're telling me if
Yeah.
me and you in a competition, and you're like,
Yes.
listen, I think Liz might have less of a chance of winning, you wouldn't give it to me.
Okay, well, that's a different situation. If I thought I would definitely not be in the bottom, and if it was you in the competition, I thought you were in the bottom, then yes. But if
Okay.
you and I were in the same competition and I thought you did fine, then That's
Okay.
not a fair. I'd have to think about it. He doesn't know these men. This isn't these are just random
I
strangers.
don't know. They all act like brothers. They keep saying, I
I
love
don't
you.
know.
Every time someone leaves, I love you, brother. I love you. So I don't know.
I will say, shockingly enough, he gives the immunity to Robbie. And like
Yes.
everyone is shocked and like he's like, I love you, man. I love what you said out there. And it was just such a sweet, like Angel is amazing. It was such a sweet moment. It was a
He's
sweet
an
moment.
amazing person. I had a feeling he was going to give it away,
Yeah.
just because he seems like that type of person, and he knows that
Yes.
that's the quality they're looking for in the Finding Mr. Christmas.
Yeah.
So I was like, oh no, he gave it to Robbie, but Robbie isn't going to need it.
He's gonna win. I know. I thought that too.
And then I said, oh my God, I hope Angel doesn't get into the
I
bottom
know.
and then he doesn't have immunity because he gave it away. Yeah, I thought that was really sweet. I thought he was gonna
Yeah.
give the immunity to Craig because
Oh,
I thought it
interesting.
was, didn't you think it was pretty apparent Craig didn't do that well?
I thought it was a parent who was I thought it was a parent who's in the bottom too. So maybe that's why he gave it to Robbie because he knew like I'm gonna give it to the person who was the best,
Okay.
who won't need it, so I'm not impacting the results.
Okay.
Yeah, it could be strategy.
Yes. Okay. That makes sense. All right. Yeah.
You allow it?
Yeah, I'll allow it.
Either way, Robbie won, bottom two, Gabe and Craig, and finally Gabe is sent home for the holidays.
It's time to take your stocking down. You're going home for the holidays.
Were you surprised, and how do you feel about Gabe's departure?
I was not surprised, but by this episode made me feel differently. Maybe it was the whole silly running up and down the hill, how he really tried.
Yeah.
It made me feel differently about him. This episode made me feel like more connected to him. I don't think he's ready to be Mr. Christmas because he's not, I don't know, his energy isn't big enough.
Yeah.
You know, it doesn't really capture me the way that other people's do, but he seems like a nice person, actually.
Gabe does. I don't think this is the right fit for him being,
Yeah.
Mr. Christmas. I was not surprised he was let go because when I think about it, I was like, well, Craig's still, in him being bold and a big
Yeah.
personality, it still gives him the advantage over Gabe. I originally said I thought Craig was going to make it to the final two. Now I'm doubting it. Now I think Angel might make it to the final two.
I don't know. If
Well,
Craig makes it to
Robbie,
the
I don't know.
final two, I don't know what to think. I don't think he should
The
make
final
it.
three, I should say. Actually, there's a final three.
Oh, that's interesting.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Well, I don't know.
So
I'm
yeah.
still not gonna guess. I'm gonna just see what happens. But maybe they'll get rid of Craig. I think they'll probably get rid of Craig or Rustin next, though. That's what
Okay.
I think.
I think the final three, is going to be Marcus. I still think Marcus is going to win.
Okay.
I think it's going to be Marcus,
Yeah.
Angel,
Okay.
and Robbie.
Interesting. What about Davy?
I keep
Davy to
forgetting
me
about Davy.
is not he's forgettable. He's not that interesting, but he
He's-
looks like a Hallmark lead. And his acting is actually really good. But he
Hmm.
has that Hallmark look to him.
Well, that is true.
Yeah,
That is
he is
true.
but that's my opinion on that. I don't know. We'll see.
Yeah. Yeah, I always forget about Davy, which says something right there. Well, that's all we got for you. Tune in next week when we discuss episode 5 of Finding Mr. Christmas here on Romance Recap.